Hello everybody and welcome to my German language course. I'm a German native speaker and in this lesson you will get to know the German prepositions and which case follows after them. The prepositions that are followed by the accusative case are durch, through, gegen, against, around, für, for, ohne, without. Now a short example with the preposition which means around. It is around the corner. How would you translate it? Which part of the sentence is the subject of the sentence? It. It is the subject of the sentence, which translates to es. So the sentence starts with Es ist Now the corner is the object of the sentence. And you already know which case follows. So I just have to tell you which gender it has in German. Corner means Ecke in German and is a female noun. So we take the definite article for female nouns and the sentence reads Es ist die Ecke. Another one for ohne, which means without. I go without you. Which one is the subject? I, which translates to ich. The sentence starts therefore with Ich gehe ohne. And you is followed by an accusative and it's the second person singular, therefore the sentence reads like this: Ich gehe ohne dich. These prepositions are followed by the dative case, aus, which means out of, or from, which means when you're talking you're from a country or a town or a place, mit, with, or by means of, in terms of transportation, seit, since, for, by, near, at home of or place of business, von, from, when you're talking about person, open space or direction, or by, nach, after or to, when you are talking about cities or countries, zu, to, which you use mostly when you are talking about people or specifically named buildings. Gegenüber, across from. Außer, except for, besides. Now let's take an example. Nobody's here except for me. How would you translate it? First of all, nobody means niemand in German. And it is the subject of the sentence. Therefore, the sentence starts with Niemand ist hier, außer. Now you already know what kind of case follows after this. So you should know which word we should use. Mir. It's the dative pronoun for the first person singular. And the sentence is Niemand ist hier außer mir. These are the prepositions that are followed by the genitive case. Während, during, trotz, in spite of, anstatt, instead of, wegen, because of. Here an example. He works during the summer. How would you translate this sentence? First of all, which part of the sentence is the subject? He is the subject. And he means in German works means arbeiten in German. And the verb arbeiten is a regular verb and is conjugated according to the subject. Therefore the sentence starts with arbeitet während. Now you know that the summer is the object of the sentence and you already know in which case it is. It's in the genitive case and therefore it's a genitive object. And you can see the is the definite article. And summer means Sommer in German and is a masculine noun. So now you should know which kind of definite article you should take. Des. The sentence is arbeitet während des Sommers. Arbeitet während des Sommers. Now if you ask yourself why is there an additional s? Well, as I told you in my previous lessons, masculine and neuter nouns that are in the genitive case in the third person singular get always an additional s. Now there are also prepositions that can be followed either by the accusative or the dative case, but under different conditions. They are followed by the accusative case when the sentence indicates movement and direction, and they are followed by the dative case when the sentence indicates location or position. So here are the prepositions. In, which means in or into, when you are talking about buildings, enclosed space, or feminine or plural countries. Neben, which means beside or next to. Über, which means over, above, across, about. Unter, which means under, below, among, beneath. Vor, which means in front of, before. Hinter, which means behind. Zwischen, which means between. An, which means at, to, or on. Concerning vertical surfaces, it denotes border or limiting area. Auf, which means onto or on, when you're talking about horizontal surfaces. Or to, when you're talking about some public buildings. Now let me give you some example sentences, and you have to guess which kind of case has to be applied. He goes into the kitchen. Does this sentence express movement and direction or location and position? And what is the translation for into in German? The accusative case has to be applied, and in is the translation for into. The sentence therefore reads: geht in die Küche. And Küche is female. What about he's in the kitchen? Does this sentence indicate movement and direction or location and position? Location and position. In is in this case translated with in, and Küche is still female. And der is the definite article for female nouns in the dative case. Let's try another one. The picture hangs over the sofa. Does this imply movement and direction or location and position? Location and position, therefore the dative has to be applied. Over is translated with über, and Sofa is a neuter noun in German, and dem is the definite article for neuter nouns in the dative case. The sentence therefore reads: Das Bild hängt über dem Sofa. What about he hangs the picture over the sofa? Does this imply movement and direction? Or does this also imply location and position? This time it implies movement and direction. Therefore the sentence is in German in the accusative case. And over is again translated with über, and das is the definite article for neuter nouns in the accusative case. The sentence therefore reads: hängt das Bild über das Sofa. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I wish you viel Glück, viel Spaß und tschüss.